So let's just review, all of this energy play. Um, so what I was saying is I'm building in pressing the knees back into everything. So, and I'm building in the shifting and allowing the joint to turn, right? And you have to just let go, right? So if the joint wants to turn and we're keeping it open, right, instead of letting it fold, letting it not just fold sideways, right, but not just folding sideways, but it wants to turn, right? If we don't allow it to turn, then we're forcing it open. So you have to just relax into the joint, right? Let it fold, let it turn, right? And then that lets go, and then transfers that transfers the work to the proper muscles. Right? And then when you let it go, then you can really relax the bottom of your feet. But if you don't turn, right, and you're holding that joint open, right, that tension of, right, you're expanding the joint this way, right, you're holding the joint open this way instead of allowing it to close fully. And holding it open, you're pushing down, and it's hard to relax the bottom of the feet because everything is tight, and that even translates up, right? So you have to really force that relaxation. But if you let it go, then everything relaxes. So I'm building all that into practicing the set. And once you understand it, right? So in the beginning, it's a big turn, right? Big movement. I'm letting myself turn. I'm letting myself look this way. But as you start to relax and you get that movement, then the upper body doesn't have to follow the turn quite as much. So you start to feel it fold, right? I can still look forward, right? My body doesn't, the joint over here is 45, but my body doesn't have to follow fully 45 because it's a spiral movement, right? All the joints are spiraling. But in the beginning, just let everything turn. Just learn this and let everything turn. And then eventually you can start turning back and still feel that fold. Okay? So building it into the beginning of the form. Right? I start with my feet together, okay, and relaxing, but then coming up, gathering, and stretching and expanding. So my heels lift off the ground, let everything go, and then let everything sink, right? And then rise. Right? So that's the first thing I do, and then I press the knees back and then release. Right? And that's the opening form. But I want to build connecting and feeling the chi. So that coordination of unlocking the joints, right? Gathering, using my shoulder blades, coming up, and feeling how the palms gathering connects with the whole body. And as I release the joints, release the shoulders, right? Guiding the chi down, letting it flow, letting it sink, and right at a certain point, that that pressure of pressing, pouring the chi into the ground helps me to rise. Then let everything go, and then I can come up a little, or I can press the knees back and then release. And so that release, that's my height. But I used to think like, okay, right, if I'm coming up and I'm dropping the hands and I go down, right, when do I start straightening out? And I'm trying to figure out that timing. But if we go by feeling, right, then we don't worry, it has to be when your hands are at this height or hands at this height or that, right? You don't have to rely on that kind of precision. If you feel what you're doing, that's when it happens. And then it's somewhere around a certain height, right? So you listen, right? You're gathering the chi, right? Drop your shoulder blades, right? Pouring it down, right? Release all the joints first. And somewhere between here and the waist, you start to feel that compression in your palms. And When you start to feel that compression, you can decide when to use that, right? When to use that to that compression of pouring into the chi, and when to allow it to rise up through your body and feel that connection. Yeah? So when you come here, right, you're sinking, everything's sinking, and then you start filling up the palm, relax the bottom of the feet, feel that compression, and then the sinking stops, right, and then the pressing down helps the body to rise, right, and then let the knees press back for that nice little stretch, and then release. So we don't want to start, right? We don't want to start the set with the back tight. Right? So if it's tight, let the knees press back from there. Okay. Then the next part of the form is the feet need to open 45. So it's pretty much my habit. I think just from watching how when they open up Taichi sets, a lot of times it's the left foot that comes out. So it's my habit that the left foot would turn and then the right foot would turn. Okay. So I'll go same side of you, right? So this is your left, right? Your left and your right. So you would turn your left foot first, and then you would turn your right foot 45. So to open up your left foot, right, that means we have to shift to the left, right? The hip has to fold, and you have to allow it to turn. So spiraling down, releasing everything, allowing it to turn, will release the left, right? Then the left can swivel, 45. And then we have to shift back to center. We're going to turn back. And then we have to release your right foot. So that means we have to shift to the left, right? Let everything go and let it turn. And then the right foot will release. And then you can 45 the right foot, right? Then come back to center. And then same thing, rise, because we're too low at that point. Then gently let the legs straighten out and gently press the knees back one more time. Only what's comfortable. And then release. And then that's your perfect height. So I'm building that into the form, into how I practice. And it's an option for you, but I highly encourage you to do it that way. Okay. So basic stretching is already built in. So basic warm-up is already built in. If you don't have time to do all these separate warm-ups, you build them into the form and you look for them. And then they'll make sense as you start doing the form and learning them. Okay. So then you my back, so we're all doing the same way. Oh, and then when you the feet together, gently letting the ankles touch. Right? These are your kidney points, and you want to imagine as you're coming up, you want to imagine the kidney and liver energy is flowing up from the center. The kidney comes right under your collarbone. You can feel that bone and ends right about here. The liver will break off. The liver is on your right side, right? Your right side. Right about the center of your rib cage, and it'll break up here. So as you're rising, you can imagine you're stimulating those energy rising up, right? Stimulating your kidneys in the back, right? Stimulating your liver, right? Helping to flush, wake them up, right? Help them to balance out, right? So we want those energies flowing, relaxing the bottom of the feet. You go on the web, you can probably look for kidney flow, liver flow, Chinese traditional medicine, TCM. Right? You can find exactly where they go and the points when you're stimulating. So anyway, I want to bring this into the form. Okay, so the feet together, right? Standing straight, relax. Take a breath. Let it out and sink. Right? And then start to gather the chi up. Expand. Feel everything expand, opening. Let the heels come up a little bit, and then drop the shoulder blade. Guide the chi down into the earth. Release the joints. Let everything fold and sink. And then gently feel how pouring the chi into the earth helps you to rise. Gently push the knees back as long as it doesn't hurt, and then release. You want to shift, spiral to the right, right? Release that hip joint so the left can turn 45, and then shift to the left, release into the left hip joint so the right can turn, and then center, and then rise again. Breathe in, gently pressing the knees back only if it doesn't hurt, and as you exhale, release. Okay, and this is where we begin. Okay, so open up the palms. So now we have our form, we're setting our beginning form. And feel the feet being pulled into the earth. Expand the palms and the fingers stretching. Feel the fingertips being pulled into the earth. Straighten out the spine and tuck the tailbone in, relaxing. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Open the throat. Feel the spine expanding and then pull the head from the top to pull the spine. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. Soothe the body. Relax the breath. When you're ready, pick up the hands, relaxing the bottom of the feet. You pull the chi up. You can feel the bottom of the feet a little heavy. And then you sink. Right? You're shifting and folding into the right and letting the body turn. Feel the left foot release. And then with the chi in the palms, help to pick up the left, unfold, shift the body to the left and help use the palms to help carry the body forward, and then sink into the left, right? Fold all the way into the left, all the way down, right? Let the body fold, release into the left hip, and then with the palms help to pick up the right leg, rising straight up, and then center, and then out and back, and then one open and close. Okay, and then just close from here. And we'll face you so you can study this movement, this opening movement. And again, the coordination of the hands and how the hands help to move the body and pick up. And so just studying the first three movements, right? If you add all these things with that stretching and the opening, wow, you're studying everything. Right? So if you within the first three movements, within the preparation, the commencement, you're learning how to fold and release into here, right? That's in every movement of the set. So the more you studied in the first three and learn how to do that, then you don't have to relearn it, right? You know how the legs move, and then you can focus on, which way to step, what's the hand movement and such, okay? So, let's see. So from here, right, looking at this movement, right, as we come up, you let go, you fold a little bit, right? The knees will be pointed 45, right? The legs are pointed 45, the knees will be lined up with the toes. So as you pick up the chi from here, right? Imagine you picking up, waking up the chi, and pulling it up the earth. Relax the bottom of your feet. So when I do this, I can feel my feet just heavy if I'm relaxing and letting the hip go, right? Just really letting it go, right? Because I'm pulling the chi up and displacing the earth chi. I'm creating this vacuum, and I can feel my legs are heavy because they're being pulled into the earth. Right? And then bring it to the heart, sinking. And right here, as you come up, and then let your body sink. Right? So you're still holding that energy in the palms, but you're also allowing it to come down to the heart. Right? So this is rolling down. Same time, your height releases, or your height goes down, right? You fold. But if you listen to that energy, it'll tell you right? It'll help that timing. Right? And then right where you rest in front of the heart, this is resting on the rib cage. Right? Sits from here. So as you're coming down, you want to be sinking and shifting into the right hip already. So you study that timing, right, of when to come down, right? The hands roll, the body comes down, and then you study the timing as you come down, folding into the right hip at the same time, letting this turn. Right? So like I said in the beginning, just let your body turn. Later on, you can easily start focusing to the front. But right for now, let the body turn. Okay? So if you fold fully and sink fully and let this turn, then the left foot can be free, can be fully free. Okay? So this is my right side, right? You want to do on your right side, your right side. So here, I'll go same. Well, your right side, you do your right side. Mirror opposite from me for now. Okay? So, right, picking up the chi, relax the legs, see if you can feel the legs are heavy, and then sink together, release, okay? And slowly spiral into your right hip until the left releases. Okay? So try that again. Slowly trying to get that timing together. Relaxing the bottom of the feet, opening the hips. So now already start spiraling into the right. Let it go. Right? You have to fully let it go so the left heel releases. Yeah, do one more time. And so you study that coordination. Right? Pulling the chi up, but letting the legs sink. Sinking together, coming to the heart. Right? Let the right hip fold. Okay, so right here, it's a little bit relaxed. Okay, now to pick up the left leg, right? Feel with the palms, like the palms are going to expand. I can feel myself stretching my palm a little bit, right? As it's going to help to pull the left foot up. So I'm here, right? I'm gently holding on to that energy, and then as I sink and I pick up the left, or sink into the right, pick up the left, I can feel my palms starting to have this expansion, helping to pick up the left, right? And then as it unfolds, I can feel the heel of my palm drop, right? That's the coordination of this leg coming out, stepping out, right? And I'm still all into here, right? So I'm not lunging for it. I'm just unfolding, right? And then as I sink, right, first I have to sink on the right, and then I'm going to turn and shift into the left and use my hands to help hold me up and pull the spine, right? If I pull the spine and come forward, and then as I sink, the hands come down, right? That's letting go so I can sink and turn all the way into the left. So I let myself turn for now. When everything lets go, I can feel all of this let go as I sink into and let go into the left hip, right? And then I can feel my palms wanting to pull, right? Holding a little bit, right? As I sink, and that helps my right foot to come up, right? And it comes close to me. Come out and in. So the hands, when they come here, we're gonna step into the hands, right? So the left foot, right? We're coming out, the hands drop all the way, and then folding into your left hip. As you pick up your right, let the hands close. Right? As you pick up the right, the body's going to shift, and right over here is resting. So the heel of my palm, and if I put my finger right over here on the wrist, it's right when my palm is right about there. So this whole part is rubbing against my body, coming up, rising, and you can holding, and then coming out, sinking, and then coming out and in. So dropping down, right? turning, letting this turn, sinking in, the knee comes up here, and then I want to pick up the right leg, so my hands are rising. You can see it just comes straight up, right? It doesn't roll forward yet. It just, right here, the knee comes up, and then out, the step, and then as I shift, the hands continue to roll out, and as I center, it comes back, and then open and close. So, to give you that energetic reason, why are the hands here? Okay? So, my right leg, when I step up, I want my right leg even with the left. Right? It's that preparation, just stepping one step. Right? So I don't want it forward, I don't want it back. Right? I'm just taking one step. You know, if you're watching like, oh, where is that step? Right? It's you're always a little bit off. But if you feel and you fold, then you're going to get really close, and then you won't worry about it because it'll just feel right. Okay, so from here, right, sinking and folding. If your hands come straight up close to your body, right, that helps to pick that leg straight up, right, and then just releases from here, and then it comes out as I shift. But if my hands are floating away, right, my hands come away because they're connected. Right? If my hands go away, it's going to carry my right leg forward, and I'm going to step forward. If you're listening to that, so if you keep your hands close to you, right, that just helps to pick that leg straight up. Right? So even when I unfold, right, the knee came straight up. When I unfold, it's pretty close. This time came a little forward, but it's very close to where the left foot steps. So listening and feeling and using your hands to pick up, right, will affect where you step. If I step this side, right, down, and I fold, as I fold, my hands are coming into me, and as I sink to release the left, I pick straight up. I can feel the hands rubbing against my body, right, and then step out, and then shift, and center, right, open and close. So you can see just in these first three moves, right, all of this practice of connecting the hands. If you relax and the chi can flow through the whole body, then you can feel that, right? So you create a vacuum of the earth that's going to pull the body down, right? You pump the chi in, that's going to help to let the body rise, right? One hand can hold, one hand can do something else. Okay? So, right, let me face you. So we start from the beginning. I will mirror you. So your right, your left. Okay, so we'll mirror each other in this one. We're mirroring. I know I should have left right cards, right? Okay, so relax, right? Starting to gather, connect everything. Ankles lightly touching, breathing in. Lift the heels a little. And gently guide the chi down, pouring it through the top of the head. And listen for that compression to help you rise. Press the knees back to help stretch the legs, and then release. And spiral to your right leg, your right leg, mirror me, so the left can open. Pull the spine, right? Let the left hip joint fold and turn, and the right leg can open, and then center, and then gently rise, gently stretch the knees, press the knees back, and then release. Okay, so we're still going to mirror your right side. So we start gathering the chi in the palms. Right? We set our body, feet are being pulled into the earth, top of the head being pulled upwards, fingertips being pulled downwards, and all the joints relaxed. As you breathe in, commencement, spiraling to your right hip, Right? Freeing your left leg so it can come out. Shifting into your left, right? Carrying your body forward and sinking into your left hip all the way, picking up the right close to you. And then center and relax into the hip joints. One open and close. And then out, just closing and then down. Then we want to bring your left foot back to close, so we have to shift into your right, spiral, right? Sink into the right. And you can either totally release your palms, but if you do that, you're gonna feel like you're gonna pick up here. So just that little energy in your palms, right? That feeling of picking to help pick up your left leg so it can come back in, right? And then stand and stretch the back of the knees back, and then release. Yeah, right? And then you can do a gather. So you see how you're constantly building in, pushing the knees back. When I'm young, oh, that's not important. I don't think about it. Right? It's so active. But as I get older, I realize, oh, I got to push the knees back. I really need to stretch this out. It's getting tight. I'm sitting more. I'm just not, right? We're not walking. We don't have this extension. So many times during the day, we're not squatting as much. So muscles, ligaments, and tendons are getting tight around the joints. Right? So push that back. Right? If it's tight, it's creating a lot of, it's adding to tension around the knees. So if it's tight, it's adding to knee pain. Right? A lot of knee pain is just our muscles are imbalanced. They're pulling and tugging different ways. So, and you can see if I don't think, the timing changes as the hands come in. So you really have to focus on trying to get that timing. So when you don't think about it, it's more natural, and then it becomes just that feeling and that. Yeah. All right. So we'll do that one more time. Same thing. We'll mirror. So your right, same direction as me. And so sinking, gathering, just looking at this opening movement, all the coordination rising, letting all the joints go, guiding the chi down, feeling for that compression, pouring the chi into the earth so it rises, push the knees back and release. Shifting into your right, letting the right hip fold. When the left is released, it can open 45. Letting the left hip fold. When the right releases, it can open 45. Come back to center. Rise. Gently press the knees back and release. That's your perfect height. Expand the legs into the ground and then feel like they're being pulled into the ground. Expand the spine and then pull from the top of your head. Expand the palms and then feel the fingertips being pulled. Take a deep breath. Let it all out. Release the hip joints. And then begin when you're ready. Okay? Pull the chi up. Feel that vacuum it's creating in the earth. Pulling your legs down. Sink. Shifting to your right. Fold into the right hip to release the left. And use your palms to pick up the left and unfold. And then turn all the way into the left hip. Sink all the way down and release. Close to you and step. Center and then release the joints. Closing, right? Release the joints and then rise. And bring the feet back. Right? come up. If you want, the feet can be together. That's up to you. So you could bring the feet together to end exactly how we began, yeah, to stimulate the kidney flow and the liver flow and such. Okay, so yeah, just doing that, right? That's a lot of study from there, right? Really emphasizing the importance of folding, letting the joint fold so that leg is free, and then using the hands to help pick up the leg. And once you relax here, you realize, oh, you can turn the upper body. The upper body is loose. So I'm going to do my left, my right. Yeah. So as I come down, right, I can choose to let everything turn. Right, I'm just listening to this and study, right, and let everything turn, right, so I can really study and allowing everything to move, right. Or I can start looking at the form more. So in other words, instead of letting everything turn, right, letting the upper body be a little straighter, right, my focus a little straighter, but the lower body still turns. So still allowing for that. And if you're watching, there's this rotation, right? And there's swiveling going on. So the joints are still folding, they're still moving. But as I relax, I don't have to, I can decide if I want to let it turn all the way when I'm really studying just the joint, or more subtle, right? The upper body just doesn't turn all the way with it. As I relax, actually, you start being more straightforward. Now, some people will study the other way, right? Get all the turns exactly, but then you're fighting the joints. So my method is learn the joints first, right? Build from the joints first. That's the support and foundation, and then the form, right? Where to face and such will come out and will be easier to learn. But you have the foundation, and you'll be able to move, and you're not fighting with yourself. All right, I'll pace my back. We'll go the same direction, and then we'll just run the set. You gonna do seated or you want to stand? Okay. Oh, start with feet together. And begin when you're ready. Shift to your left, turn to your right. You do fold, release, and then you can turn. Single whip. Come back to your left, right? Fold into your left so your right can be free. And then you can step. Fold into your right hip so your left can be free. Connect the palms with the legs. Looking at the hands or the fingertips or far away. Come back to center. Shift on the right, turn so the left leg can be free, and then turn. And then step. Sink into the left hip so the right leg can be free, and then open. Single whip. Sink into the right so the left can pick up, and then step into oneself. Feel what you're doing. Feel the palms helping the legs, connecting with the legs. Fold into the hip joints. Let it turn. Come back to center. Open and close. Brushing the knee. Shift to the left. Fold into the left so the right can turn. Fingertips up. Fold into the right so the left foot can be free, and then turn to the left and step and brush the left knee. Fold into the left so the right foot can release and step up. Heel down. Relax the palms. Fold into the left so the right foot can step back. Sit back and pull the spine to the right to Hupipa. Sink into the right so the left foot can release. Left heel, twist step left. Shift forward and you're going to fold into the left so the right foot can step up. Twist step right. Fold into the right so the left foot can step up. Sorry, fold into the left hand covers. Hands hold fists, right hand punches. Fold into the left. Right foot back, rolling back, and fold all the way into the right hip so the left foot can release. Gather. Step. Double palms pushing the mountain. Lift the sternum. Fold into the left so the right foot can shuffle up. Heel up. Turn back to the front. Let the right foot turn. Shift to the right. Fold into the right. Let the left foot turn. Open and close. Where are we? Okay, sorry. Getting confused. Yeah. Shift into the right. Fold. Let the left foot turn. Left palm up by the ear. Fold into the left so the right foot is free, and then turn to the right. Left palm dropping. Rush the right knee. Lift the sternum. Fold and sink into the right hip so the left foot can shuffle up. The palms start to release and start to turn center. Step back. Sit on the left. Fold into the left hip. Sink. Even step up, twist step, or parry. Left hand up, left foot out. Twist step to the left. Right fingers rising. Fold into the left hip. Left foot up. Right hands covers. Under the left. Sink into the right. Grab and punch with the left. Left heel down. Fold into the right so you can step back. Release, rolling back. Gather. Lift the sternum. Feel the palms being pulled forward. Sink into the right so the left foot can shuffle up. And then pivot back to your left. Open and close. I'm just going to recenter myself here. Okay, so we're going to turn back to the right, brush knee, followed by leisurely tying the coat. Right? So if you shift to the right, fold, and then the left foot can turn. Left hand up. Right here, my left knees are touching. Left and right knee are touching. Fingertip, then heel of palm. Left foot shuffles up. Left foot back. Fold into the left hip all the way. Right? As you release, then the right hand can come up. Left hand down. Fold into the left. The hands come down. Pull the spine to the right. Pull the hands up. Tuck the elbow. Let the body turn to the left and then step up. Fold into the right. Left foot follows. Heel down. Left foot back and then open. Drag the hand. Pick up the right and spiral right. Double palm. Fold into the right so the left foot can shuffle up and then pivot back to the left, back to the front. Left foot and right foot. Okay, normally I would just keep going, but I'm going to do the fist under elbow because that's actually the way it's supposed to be. So we have to slide the left foot back. So we're going to sink into the right, release the left. As the left foot slides back, the palms go out. Right, sit back on left and start to open, fold into the left, dropping the right hand, releasing the right heel, and then pull the spine to the left, let the right foot turn. Sit back on the right, and so we're facing to the left. Fold into the right, fist under elbow. Step up, shift forward so the right fist punches a little bit, and release the right foot, the right hand can open. Stay on the left, right? Turn to the left while the right hand comes up, repulse monkey. My right knee is in the back of my left knee at this point. Then I'm going to shift. I'm going to turn to your back. Right? Free the left, and then I can turn and brush the left knee. So I'm facing your back. Sink into the left so the right foot can shuffle up, heel down, shift back, fold into the right, left hand repulse monkey. Pull my spine to the right so the left foot can turn. Release the right, keep on turning, right foot up, brush the right knee. Lift the sternum, fold into the right so the left foot can shuffle up. Sit back on the left, fold into the left, right hand rises. Keep on turning, right foot turns. Fold into the right to release the left and then turn. Brush the left knee. Right foot follow steps. Right foot back, leisurely tying the coat. Fold into the right, lift, step out. Right foot follow, right foot back, open the left, spiral. Double palm. Fold into the left so the right foot can step up, and then turn back to the right, back to the front. Open and close. Oh, I'm going to adjust a little bit to the center. Okay, so we're going to brush knee on the left side, followed by leisurely tying the coat, and then fist under elbow. So we have to shift to the left, fold into the left so the right can turn, fold into the right so the left can free, and then turn. Brush the left knee. Lift the sternum. Right foot follow step. Right foot back. Fold into the right. The left hand circles up. Release the spine. Pull the spine to the right. Release the spine. Step. Right foot follow step. Right foot back. Open the left hand. Spiral left. Step up. Right foot follow. Swivel back to the front. Right foot turns. Then the left foot. Open and close. Fist under elbow. I'm going to slide the right foot back. So I have to shift to the left. Fold into the left. Free the right. Right foot slides back. Palms out. And then sit on the right and let the hands open. Fold into the right while dropping the left hand. Facing the right, left fist on the right elbow. Right foot steps up. Shift forward so the left foot follows with the plunge. Stay on the right foot. Left hand opens and keep folding into the right. So you turn to your right. I'm facing your back. Right here, my left knee is in the back of my right knee. Fold into the left, so release, and then I can turn. Brushing the right knee, I'm facing your back. Fold into the right so the left foot can shuffle up. Sit on the left, and fold into the left, release the right. So you keep on turning to the left, the right foot can turn, right hand up, right knee goes into the left knee until I can release the left. Keep on turning, brush the left knee, right foot up, sit back on the right, fold into the right, left hand up, repulse monkey, left foot turns, I'm facing the right side, and brush the right knee. Sink, follow step, heel down, step back, sit on the left, pull the spine to the left, right hand circles up. Release the spine, pull the spine to the left, release the spine, the hand comes up. Step with the right out, sink, so left foot can shuffle up, left foot back, pick up the right toe, spiral right. Come to the heart, double palm, sink into the right so the left foot can shuffle, and then pivot to the left, left foot, and then right foot. Open and close. Get right here, come out first, let the palms drop, and then use that compression to let the body rise. Relax the legs, sink into the right, free the left foot, let it come in, come back to the front, rise, push the knees back, release, and gather. Breathe in, drop the shoulders, feel for that compression so you know when to rise. Do one more. Breathe in and down. Feel that for the compression in the palms. It helps to push the body up. I'm going to finish here. Gently push the knees back. Release. Yeah, right hand, left hand. And then release. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. That's $1,000 video. the last timing, I forgot to talk about, right, when we close. So again, same thing. So as you're so right. So if you're facing the front, right, the hands come in, right, the hands come in, and pushing out, coming back, or pushing out, right. So the last move, the closing, the hands come out, and then the hands drop, and then we rise. So same thing. I used to. Oh, when do I? Sometimes I start rising already, right? And I'm thinking about the timing. It's, oh, wait, right? Finish this move, right? Stern them up. And as I release, let this release. And as the hands compress down, right? That's where the rise starts. So it's that feeling of, if you, like you use a railing or something, right? You use a railing, you're squatting down, you use the railing to help pull yourself up, right? You're pressing down on the railing. That's that compression. So if the hands are out here, right, you could start rising, right? And the hands drop, and it would still feel okay. But I think in the purpose of the set, right, the timing, to study timing, it's right. You're releasing. Right, you need all that structure from here, right? And then you need to release everything, right? All the joints release. You have to feel everything letting go, and then that compression, pouring the chi into the ground. That's what allows the legs to come up, right? Rise, and then to the side, right? You just let the hands go. So you see the hands resting here, right? Not fully, right? Not fully zero, because if you want, you can breathe in and come down. You can just feel the fingers and just the edges right? Helping that chi to come down, flowing the chi through the fingers or through the palms, right? And then releasing. You can feel that release. So even at the end, study that. Study the closing, right? When it's coming out, right? Fully release into the hips as much as you can, right? Letting it go. And then right here, really letting it go. And then that light compression, right? Right? And then sink into one side. And then the legs come back together. So there's so much timing you can study into that. Okay? All right, loosen up the legs, loosen everything up. Yeah, open, close the hands. Yeah, if you've really been doing that stretching, expanding, you want to make sure you open and close. Yeah, you can wiggle everything out. Yeah, just shake everything out. Oh, it's so hot. I want to put the AC back full blast, but she's already wearing jacket. So we'll end with our bell meditation. Get comfortable, relaxed. Just calm your breathing down. Right? Think of the sun, powering your sun. Relax your facial muscles. And that feeling of smiling, that inner smile. Letting the breath sink, relaxing the lower belly. Just let it expand and contract. Okay, slowly open your eyes, rub your hands. Yeah, loosen everything up, shake everything out. Oh, you can do some gentle stretching again if you want. Yeah. Just the fingertips brushing, tapping. Pull those muscles away from your cervical, from your neck joints. Oh, I don't know if you heard that big crack come through the microphone. Yeah, don't forget that visualization. Grabbing the sun gently, just gently. A nice red, orange, glowing sun. Gently bring it through your body. And see if you can feel the warmth of that coming there. Okay, so thank you, August 6th. I gotta think, what am I going to bring for my mom? Usually on Tuesdays I drop by Brugge. I just eat one of those I don't know what you call them, right? Those little bread things with pastrami or whatever they are. That's my lunch. I eat two of them, and I bring my mom some dessert. I just drop it off to the nurses or aides, but they all kind of know.